Alright y'all, it's your boy Famous Phillips, but today I'm coming as Calvin Phillips, a Fall 13 initiate into the positive chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated.
Hey y'all, what's good? It's your girl Khayla J, and I'm coming to you today as a member of the Gamma Lambda chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. I crossed Fall 15 and I'm the live 5 of my line. You check the shirt. Okay.
What's going on, everybody? You know who I am. I'm Andre, and I'm coming to you today as a Fall 2015 member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. I crossed 3 years ago, and I am the tail of my line. I was at the end.
What's up, guys? My name is Jordan, and I am a Spring 18 member of the Omega Nu chapter of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, and I am the tray of my line. Woo-hoo.
And today we're going to talk about some Greek stuff. Greek life, questions, answers, also some advice. So check us out.
The NPHC stands for the National Panhellenic Council, which houses the 9 historically black Greek fraternities and sororities, otherwise referred to as the Divine Nine.
And the fraternities are Alpha Phi Alpha, Kappa Alpha Psi, Omega Psi Phi, Phi Beta Sigma, and Iota Phi Theta. And the sororities are Alpha Kappa Alpha, Delta Sigma Theta, Zeta Phi Beta, and Sigma Gamma Rho.
And remember, guys, these thoughts and opinions are that of our own. They do not reflect our organization as a whole or the Greek member next to us. And if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comment box below or hit each one of us on our individual social media handles. And for my organization, you can go to aka1908.com.
I joined an NPHC organization because I felt as I matured into manhood, I became more and more aware of my blackness, being a black man in America, and what that can mean as a pro and con. And I wanted to join something that would allow me to be around like-minded black men that would help me to achieve, that would pray with me, pray for me, and that would root for me as I would them.
I joined a NPHC organization because I kind of realized soon when I got to UNCG that there wasn't a lot of black community that stuck together other than the organizations that I saw. So the Kappas, Alphas, Qs, like I saw a lot of them sticking together, and outside of that, it seemed like a lot of black males really weren't connecting. So I wanted to make sure that I joined something that I would be able to connect more black people with each other. And that's why the PWI at UNCG is transformed.
I joined the NPHC organization specifically because I went to a PWI, which is a predominantly white institution, and I wanted to join an organization with people that I would be able to relate to.
I joined an NPHC organization because it's always been something that was around me and exposed to me, you know, from birth pretty much. The women in my church, women in my family, people around me. The sense of community, the sense of unity, and the feeling of being able to bring your talents to something else. I went to an HBCU and I felt like I had a lot to offer my organization, but I also felt like my organization had a lot that it could teach me or bring into me, for lack of a better way to explain it. Sisterhood to me is being my sister's keeper at all times, whether she's sad, happy, mad, upset, whether I'm mad, happy, sad, or upset with her. It is understanding that at the end of the day we are different, but the one thing that we have in common is what brings us together. Understanding that people are different, understanding backgrounds are different, just really being able to love someone for who they really are, even though they're not blood, and still consider them like family, consider their family like family.
I agree with everything she said. I also do believe that you should be able to understand that you are going to get into arguments with these people. They're going to be with you for the rest of your life. So be able to have that mutual understanding that you're going to argue with them, but still be able to come back and grow from it creates a stronger bond. So being able to have someone there for a lifetime is definitely a big thing.
Also, just knowing that at the end of it all, like, you're stuck, like she said, for life. And it takes a while to really get to know someone. No matter what you go through with this person, you're always gonna keep learning them, learning things about them. But once you got it, you got it.
Ah, shut up. That's what brotherhood means. Take it over, okay? No, I'm just kidding. Nah, brotherhood to me, man, I really think that it's building a bond with like-minded individuals, and sometimes people that you don't even have the same mindset with, but being able to overcome different obstacles. Like you fuss, you fight, you argue, but you also love one another. That's deeper than just blood.
Brotherhood means no matter what. Like, I got your back no matter what. You know, high waters, hell, sun, no water, no food. You know, bills need to be paid. I got your back. I always know that I got somebody I can call on when, you know, life is kick you in the dirt.
Hey, when life hits.
When life kicks you in the nuts,
you got your brothers.
Facts.
I do think I've changed. However, I think I've changed in a positive way. Before crossing into my organization, I was very closed off. I didn't go out a lot. And then after joining my organization, I became very sociable. And therefore, I had to get out a lot more and talk to a lot more people. I also think that my schedule has changed a lot. I definitely spend a lot more time having to go out and go into events. So time management was a very big key for me that I had to learn really fast.
A common misconception. I would say probably that we get hoes. To be honest, a lot of people think that when you join a Greek organization that you automatically become this like babe magnet, or I guess male magnet if you're a woman, right? But it's really not all even about that. Like, a lot of times people will put different Greek organizations on a pedestal, and when I was on campus, I always tried to make sure that people didn't think that I was higher or above them. Just because I'm in a Greek organization doesn't mean that I'm any different than who you are.
Wow. Okay, so being a legacy Greek to me is very important. Initially, I didn't want people to know that my mom was an AKA. It just wasn't something I wanted to share because I didn't like the attention that I felt like it would bring me. And me and her both agreed that it was something that I should just keep private. A lot of people didn't know my mom was an AKA until my probate, when they saw a woman that looked just like me with a matching jacket on. So it's been very, very humbling growing up in the household, seeing my mom be active within her chapter all of these years. My mom crossed Spring 97, Delta Theta. She was the Treyway on her line. That's what's up, mommy. And so to kind of come from that background, and then now we're in an organization together, we share experiences, we share that sisterhood, we're in a grad chapter together too, so it's really humbling. I love my mom, and I love being that legacy Greek because now I can pass that down to my child, pass the same values, the same experience, all that.
Being a first generation Greek, period, means everything to me, because in the Black community, we don't have many things to pass down. It's very hard obtaining generational wealth and things to pass down to your children. So being a first generation Greek means a lot to me. It means that I'm a trailblazer in my family. It means that I'm college educated. A college educated Black man is amazing. And it just means that I'm setting a standard. I'm setting a standard for my children. I'm setting a standard for my cousins. I'm setting a standard for all, you know, the little boys and girls that you know, look up to me, that I mentor, that are back home in Huntersville and in Charlotte. So it's just really cool at the end of the day. What's one piece of advice you'd give to an incoming freshman that might be interested in joining an organization?
I would say be discreet. So discretion is all about knowing your role when you're trying to ask questions or get information. So just be discreet.
And I would say make sure that you do your research, and not just on a national level, but on your campus specifically, because each organization is different. So one organization on one campus is completely different on another campus.
I would advise you guys to just be respectful of the people and their letters. Don't mock their signs or their calls. Don't sit on their specific plots or painted areas. These people work really hard to be able to be in these positions and enjoy these perks. So just be mindful when these things are going on, to be respectful of the space.
And I would say lastly, just fellowship. Don't be afraid to get to know the people in the respective orgs that you may or may not be interested in on your campus. Reach out to them, go to their events on campus, and just try to learn all that you can. This was another installment of Blackout Television. Thank you for tuning in. All of our social medias will be linked in the description below. Ask any of your questions in the comments section below, or reach out to any of our respective social medias. And all of our national websites will be in the description below if you want to gain more information or donate to our national programs.
Please do that.
Gangway!
Ow,
4-5 drinks, have a nigga saying what he really do think, oh yeah. Backwood road, you could probably smell it cause it really do stink. 4, 5 drinks, have a nigga saying what he really do think. Oh